Follow them. Or follow them wherever you find them. Okay, yeah, just even when they're walking down the street, follow them. They're going places.
Not to
No,
our house.
no, no, don't follow us if we're walking down the street. Don't. That's creepy AF. Don't do that.
We interrupt our usual programming to introduce you to Nerdgasm.
But you know what? I feel like we're all okay as long as the white people don't pay. If the white people don't pay e-tolls, we're fine.
And then You Are My Friend started playing in the background.
You are my friend.
Whoa, we're making love to the bread and farting on it? Guys, no.
For a group of people that don't like One Piece, we have a very One Piece-esque story.
Oh my god. Wait, does that mean I'm lucky?
Yeah, you definitely do.
It's the first one he meets.
What's up, guys? Welcome to a filler arc of the Nerdgasm podcast with everybody here. It's a Friday. We are spiritually with you, but we are emotionally in bed. Okay, that's why it's a filler arc. Filler arcs are there just to keep the machine going. I think is this our first filler arc of the year?
No.
That's our second. I think it's our second. We've had fillers, I think somewhere in between Code Geass. When I finished Code Geass, I don't remember. I can't remember, but I think we did do a filler.
Yeah, I think we've been doing filler arcs.
No, we've been doing everything else.
No. What's this? Love, Death, and Robots was the main.
Love, Death, and Robots was main.
Unless if I'm confusing it with last year, but...
Yeah, last year we did two fillers, I remember that. I think it's our first filler.
Or is it because we've been doing a lot of... But I don't know.
Because we also
In
reviewed
October. Wow.
Props to us. Yay! We are focused this year, whatever.
What did you say?
Oh, no, you know what happened? It's that month you took off to focus on War Angel.
Oh,
It's that month you took to focus on War Angel. That's what happened.
yeah, that's what happened. Yeah,
I don't
I take
understand.
my props back.
What happened?
When I took an entire month off, it was basically a filler. It was basically a filler.
Oh, yeah.
Period.
Yeah, we had like 4 fillers that month.
Anyway, we are back. Introducing our wonderful co-hosts. We are back to awesome threesome. Zuko is busy fighting Azula again. I think she accidentally broke Oza out of prison, and now they're trying to go catch him and put him back. Which doesn't make sense because he's powerless. What's the point of getting him free? What he's gonna start what?
At this point, we need to inform the writers of Avatar that, guys, you're missing on a lot of content here. Just talk to this guy. He will give you the real content for your stuff. Stop.
Maybe he's unlocked the 8 gates. Maybe he's unlocked the 8 gates version of Fire, and he's like, Zuko, I'm back, and it's like you're killing yourself, Dad.
Dad, you're dying. You can't force yourself to firebend when the Avatar's energy bent. I want firebend. I'm the Phoenix King. Whatever the hell that means. Anyway, the current co-host right here, Mr. Extrodin from Africa is next. Cinema Soda. What's the other one again?
African Frame.
African Frame. The guy who knows who if you listen to his if you are blessed to have him on WhatsApp, listen to his statuses. He's got a lot to say.
Yeah, I say a lot of stuff.
He has a lot of stuff. Why? But then again, it's better to quote that song from is it Josh Mayer? Better to say too much than never have to say what you need to say.
Great song, by the way.
It's one of my mom's favorites.
It's brilliant. Brilliant.
Follow him on all the social medias. He was doing a live, not so long ago, by that I mean 24 hours ago, where he was on TikTok
You just reminded me. I think I need to go live now.
Oh, you need to go live now. Okay.
Again.
I can't go live because I have these headphones on. So if I were to go live here, everybody will be just seeing your person go like, what's he saying?
All right. Yeah. That does make sense.
Blah, 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 blah. What about the children? What's he saying? Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. The
That's
children.
also introducing from the village of what? Wakanda. the toad
kingdom.
stage. Well, you can't be a toad sage if you're from Wakanda. You have to be a cat sage.
It's fine. I am the cat sage of the mountains.
Yeah, the cat sage of the mountains of Wakanda. He who's mastered the bust sage mode. The eternal speaker of recast T'Challa.
Hilarious.
BuckMeister Cool of BuckMeister Cool Reacts and Meister Geek Media, who recently just completed his animation.
And guess what? We can actually still do that. It still counts to say yo.
Yo. And then I was saying,
I just love that little cultural tidbit. Like, I wonder if Japanese people come to South Africa and they just hear yo and they're like, yo, something epic must be happening. Kanti, it's a dude in trouble.
Same WhatsApp group. You'll be surprised how much we have more in common than we have that divides us. That, well, if
no, I'm saying, like, in Japan, when you hear the kung kung and you hear yo, it's like something traditional is happening. Here in South Africa, you hear yo and you're like, hey, guys in danger.
Yeah.
I think that's why we don't even struggle to pronounce their names, to be honest.
What's more traditional about getting a donor in South Africa? No, yo, yes, it's time.
That's funny. Sorry.
Anyway, what I have on his Instagrams, TikToks, whatever, Recast T'Challa and what BuckMeister in almost all platforms. Oh, it is on all platforms.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Hashtag Recast T'Challa. Hashtag, look, the things he's cooking up. Go watch Black Panther versus Kang on, what's his name now?
Tapas
Bar. From Tapas now, because WebTunes decided to sell it to the enemy. Something we're going to discuss now, funny enough. I wanted to just a little bit of foreshadowing of what we're going to do. It's a filler arc, but we're going to be having a proper discussion. It's ironic. Us three, if you pay attention to our discussions when it's just the three of us, we tend to go into deep stuff. So I'm excited about what's happening today. Mr. Extrodin is busy mouthing to the screen. You can keep us live. You know you don't have to mute us when you're talking to the people in TikTok, right? Never mind.
Yeah, I can't hear you. We also want to Skinner.
No, I didn't want to disturb the flow of the conversation. So.
All right. No.
Hi, TikTok.
What has that ever? The flow of the conversation here is chaos, dog. We just jump to things.
Guys, sometimes the flow is unbearable.
Facts.
So, honestly. So,
like yesterday, this man had to repeat the name of the movie how many times? What is it?
Bro, it was not just with Buck. I think I did it with Rob as well.
I was like, listen to him. Like, this guy's been saying this on repeat.
And like I keep telling Rob, it's 2001 Space Odyssey. I'm like, it's 2001 Space Odyssey. Rob keeps on saying, I'm like, it's Requiem for a Dream. He's like, Darren Aronofsky. Kind of what's that movie? I'm like, it's Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah, you been saying that. Yeah, it was the one. Requiem for a Dream 5 times over. Like, this guy's been saying it. Like,
no. With BuckMeister, it was Love and Other Drugs.
Oh, Love and Other Drugs.
Yeah. It happened with 2 movies, though.
Yeah. Anyway, for all those who know, this is a fella arc. So
hi, Shazzy.
We have a relax. We have a relax.
Hey, it's Shaz live.
No,
He's
no, no.
not as
Shares
good
is
as
doing
Shares.
She's just joined.
the Nerd Friday Nights movie. They're doing the Evil Dead. So at the moment they have a theme because it's October, it's Halloween. So they're having a
Scary
scary
movies and
movie
stuff.
Yeah.
Friday thing.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
With that, let's get right to the fun part. Okay, yeah, guys, you already know me on the channel. So if you're here, you must probably find it from TikTok or Instagram or Facebook. Because your Facebook
Yeah, just a
friends,
heads up. I'm in the sound editing stage of Black Panther versus Kang, and then I need to lay down the vocals. I'm going to be voicing all the
correction,
characters because
Black Panther versus the Super
Super
Skrull.
Skrull. Damn it. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's guys who wear green that are evil. It gets confusing. Anyway,
racism.
Yeah, because the Super Skrull,
yeah,
that's his
I'm in
skin.
the sound editing stage of this thing.
It's not like
They're not even the
racism.
same race.
Like they all look the same. You're all green and you're evil. So
So he says they wear green. In my head, I'm like, what is he talking about? His skin? Like he wears black.
There's some he wears some other. There's some parts of him that is clothes wise that is green on a scroll sometimes.
Hello, Coco. Hello,
you know what?
Karabo. Hello, Tandis.
I'm sorry. Should I go? Should I go find my shovel out back so you can continue burying yourself? Because that's what I'm
I'm
seeing
gonna
right
get
now.
cancelled by the Scroll Commission.
Yes.
Oh, bring it.
Like he
Yo,
goes
Goon
on.
Squad. What's up? What's up, Goon Squad? We are having a podcast at the moment.
He's busy
We are
talking to the
recording
audience. Okay, down to the
virtually.
meat of the subject. I wanted to have a quick discussion about something that just
So
happened.
yeah, if you guys
One,
listen to what we're saying, you can chime in.
yeah, okay. One, so I recently watched a very interesting discussion that says that piracy is back. It is back, and it's not because of anything that piracy has done. It's simply because streaming services it shot themselves in the foot. By that I mean this whole
So
nonsense
it's
of
legal piracy now.
no. Well, it's the illegal piracy is
It's
back.
acceptable. It's less frowned upon.
It's less taboo and it's gone up. I think they say in Gen Z it's gone up to at least 70% admit to using piracy, even if they do admit to having a streaming service of one kind.
Is it because of impatience? Because I'm thinking that some online streaming.
No, sometimes it's pricing, bro. Like, look, as an anime person, right? I pay for at least two streaming services now, ne? And yo, dog, it's like I might have to cancel one in now very soon because it's like, dog, how are you gonna afford Crunchyroll and Netflix and Hulu and Prime, and then the anime that you want is on Prime, or the other one is on Crunchyroll, and the other one is on thing. And remember, now you're paying like in South African rands, like you may be paying like $300 for one service to watch maybe one or two shows. Like, is it worth it?
Hey, it's really cheap. It's still cheaper than DSTV, tell you that much.
But at the same time,
Not necessarily, because if you have three streaming services, you're looking at least maybe 600 to 900 rand.
Three.
Yeah, because it would be you get Netflix.
I mean, how much are you guys paying for your?
How
Yeah,
much
that's
is
the
Netflix?
thing. All of these anime are scattered, dog. If you search it, some
No,
of them are not on
Netflix.
Crunchyroll.
Netflix is like $200, right?
200 plus Netflix is how
Netflix right
plus-
now
Prime-
went up to about
Prime is like
220.
70 or
Disney Plus
something,
is
if I
about to go
remember.
up again.
Okay, so you've got
No,
220.
they sent me a notice, dog. It's about to be 220.
So it's
Prime.
220 for Netflix.
Oh,
It's 70
220.
for
Yes, Netflix is 220.
it's 70 for Crunchyroll, and is that the Crunchyroll without the ads?
Well,
No, that's not Crunchyroll
I've
Premium.
never paid for Crunchyroll, so I wouldn't know.
Oh,
I watch anime on Netflix or on Prime.
yes.
Yeah.
I just want to go on the record because our YouTube overlords are watching. Here at Khala Corporation, we do not endorse piracy in any form.
Look, I don't think you can be an anime fan. Like, if you're a millennial, I don't think you can be an anime fan if you didn't have pirated episodes of your favorite anime on DVDs back in like the early 2000s and stuff.
Yeah, that is before before what's the
That is the past. We are now of the future.
No, I'm just saying.
There's that period of time after you've done a crime where it becomes null and void. What do they call it again? Something objective.
Statute of limitations.
Statutes of limitations. Yeah, that's before. Yeah, the statutes of limitation of my piracy days have passed. I'm a free man. If you didn't catch me back then, you're never gonna catch me.
Yo, man, those days were stressful. You find that Naruto and Sasuke are fighting, then the DVD has scratches, dog. That's when it's about to get really good. You're like, and then you don't have the next episodes because your homie didn't give you all the discs. So the other disc is the next arc. So you don't really know what happened, dog. You
get shy with the remix of the fight.
Yes.
That's ready.
No, the reason I wanted to highlight this issue is that as much as in this day and age we have streaming services did make things more convenient, which ultimately did kill the pirate system. It shows the thing about piracy is that it wasn't necessarily because it was cheaper, it was much more convenient. Because if it takes you 6 months to watch, for an example, back in the good old days, things came out in Japan.
Yes.
And then maybe somewhere down the line, after X amount of months, someone might translate it and dub it.
Sometimes years.
And then come.
Yes.
And then even worse for back in the day when you had to go run to Musica to go buy your anime DVDs like Wicked City and
Musica would have DVDs of anime that's old, like Ninja Scroll.
Yeah, and Neon Genesis Evangelion. So
Evangelion.
After I don't know how many months of waiting, you'll be able to get it. Where a certain pirate bay would say, "This is translated."
Sorry guys, I'm gonna come back just now. Something is going on with my connection. I'll join just now. Oh wait, I'll join again just now. Something's going on with my connection.
So everybody that's just joining the live, we are recording an episode of Nerdgasm podcast with
the filler arc.
And it's just the filler arc. We're talking about anime and streaming. We're talking about piracy basically. That the piracy rate has gone up nowadays because of streaming
services. Streaming services just made it inaccessible. They took away
inaccessible.
Yeah. They took away the one thing that had first it was convenience, because when it was under the umbrella arc of Netflix, everybody knew where to get everything they wanted. But now we have Disney, we have
we have Prime, you have Crunchyroll itself.
We've got Peacock, I think, whatever it's called.
Peacock. There's also like Apple TV. There's so many streaming services.
Yeah, so many. And you need to have a little bit of everything. What's even worse, and I just learned it today. Okay, I didn't really learn it. I just felt the effects of it today. You'll have some anime that has certain arcs that's available on Netflix and not others. Because today I was watching the Egghead Island from Laffy Town because I had no other. I was busy cleaning the house and I needed something to fill the house.
You watched Bleach?
No, I watched Egghead Island is One Piece.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not Bleach. One Piece. I was like, you watched One Piece?
Yeah. For the first time ever, because I just wanted to recap the Wano fight. Because
hey, somebody get Tebello's doctor on the phone right now, immediately. Your blood pressure, is it sharp? Is it grand? No heart attacks.
I've seen the light, don't worry.
Yeah, look,
I'm just saying, because this is unprecedented. I remember you and Minato Sensei, when you said if I'm watching One Piece, something has gone horribly wrong. I'm not making sure.
I'm not watching. I will never watch it from the first episode. I don't crazy. I don't have 1,100 and what? I was just watching the most recent. I just wanted to see, okay, that cool fight that everyone was going about Gear 5.
And here's the thing. They're rebooting One Piece. You know that, right?
Jesus Christ of Nazareth, what?
Yeah.
Oh, it's with like, One Piece.
I don't know. But yeah, they're rebooting it. I think it's because, I could be wrong, but I think it's because the pacing of the anime is flipping slow, man. So I
It's
think
ridiculous. How
they're
did you
DBZ
survive?
it. They're probably DBZ kying it.
I am
No,
so sorry.
it's not a reboot. It's kind of kind of what Dragon Ball Z did with Dragon Ball Z Kai. That's basically what
Dude,
they're
I just
doing.
said that. Like,
Okay. Let's keep calm. Level heads.
okay.
You cut out in my audio. I didn't hear you. That's the internet. That's not me.
All
Damn
right.
you, Kathleen.
Damn you, internet. Yo, Donovan. What's up, Dono?
All right.
It's a homie of
Okay.
mine,
All right.
Donovan. If it wasn't for Donovan, I wouldn't have met Rob.
Wow. Hi, Donnie.
No way. What did I do?
You existed. Oh, I wanted to before we got
I'm all good,
distracted by this.
Dono. We're recording a
Oh,
podcast at the moment. We're talking about
big
anime streaming
and
piracy.
piracy. Yeah. I just wanted to add, just for the One Piece thing, like this pacing is ridiculous. I could not stand. I How did you not? How do you not watch One Piece and not fall asleep? There's this scene. I don't. Okay, let me not go into go. Should I go into spoilers? Should I?
Dude, One
Because
Piece fans are already up to date with One Piece, so I don't know who you're going to be spoiling it for.
yeah, up until somebody's like, I haven't watched this episode. How dare you?
I'm caught up.
Okay, so how long does it take for a person to fall down from a vacuum rocket?
Okay.
These people have been falling for an entire. Frieza was faster than these people since man.
You don't know nothing, Chief.
And then.
You don't know nothing, Chief. Go watch Luffy fight Kaido, and then talk to me about pacing.
No, I was that here. No, I can't.
Oh, okay.
Done already.
So Donovan is saying he was at the mall and 5 comics cost $300. Is that too expensive?
That is okay. I want to.
Or is it cheap?
5 comics cost $300.
Go watch Kaido. Go watch Kaido and Luffy box.
Yeah. Okay.
Go watch Kaido and Luffy box. Muna Kaido fights 70 people and then fights Luffy again, dog.
The pacing of this show. All right. To answer Donnie, that's 5. That's what? Okay. Divide 300 by 5. How much is that? 50.
Hey, man, I'm not
Divide what by what?
No. You give it maths 5, 10, 15.
You said
wait, it's 300, right? 60.
300 divided by 60.
300 divided by 5 is 60 rand.
Yeah.
So 60 rand a comic, is that cheap? Do you consider that cheap or expensive?
No, that's fine. I used to buy, but I guess times have changed because with $50, I used to buy like this bundle of comics at CNA, like back in 2007. I could get like 4 of them inside. So yeah, times have changed, I guess. But that's quite cheap though, because I know DC Comics is still quite costly and Marvel. So
there was a time growing up where
if you're trying to get them in a pack,
21 rand. The first comic I had. The first Spider-Man comic I bought when I was all of 8 years old, when he was fighting against Kraken the Hunter and the Demogoblin. 21 rand.
yeah. My friend used to buy Vertical Comics.
Yeah.
Preacher, Shade the Changing Man, Constantine, Hellblazer at the time. You would buy them for $2. This is like back in high school, 2004-5. Like he would buy them for actually 2 rand.
So I think my big
I got a volume. I got a whole volume of Spider-Man comics for about $100. It was like the story arc where Mary Jane apparently might have died off. They were trying to kill her, and then I think it was about it was about a pack of 30 issues.
Oh, Donovan is saying I'm the reason he loves anime.
Shout
out to you,
Donovan.
You've indoctrinated another person. Yes, another one joined the ranks. Excellent. Soon we shall have the entire country watching anime, as if we weren't raised by it.
Can you imagine?
That's the thing. Like people used to talk smack, and then they would go home and watch Dragon Ball Z. We know you hiding in the corner there, closeted anime
Dragon Ball
fans.
Z, Beyblade.
All right, maybe it's a slight tangent, but it's still on topic. Ever since this not so shocking success of the Demon Slayer movie, I think the CEO of Crunchyroll said that anime is no longer niche; it's mainstream. It's the mainstream now, and
It's been
true, but also it also brings to light the fact that, hey, it's thanks to us. We went through the trenches back in the day.
And piracy. It's thanks to piracy that anime eventually became mainstream.
Piracy is the best marketing agent you'll ever get. If people are pirating your work, it tells you there's something worthwhile. Okay, let me not say that out loud. Once again, disclaimer. I've got the disclaimer. 5 minutes has passed.
Let me put it this way. Let me put it this way. 50 Cent in his book called Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter. He says that one of his people, I think his entourage or one of the members of G Unit or something, I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
They saw a bootlegger in the street selling like his album.
Yeah.
So they took the CDs, beat the guy, then went to 50 Cent and, hey, yo, we just saw this guy like bootlegging your ish. Like, what the hell? And 50 Cent is like, you idiot. Let him sell that stuff. This is marketing me. Let him cook.
Look, someone else said it. I'm trying to find their words now. Damn it! But it also circles back to that issue that the music industry was also carried by piracy.
Oh, sorry, he says he's trying to join the live. Let me do this.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah.
While he's busy, while our dear guest is joining the lives,
he's also going to be on camera. I wonder, like, one day we need to figure out the way people do like a streaming thing. Maybe
I don't know how to.
Like, when
how do I accept?
But we need better internet because South African internet and Twitch.
You need to be a problem. I'm enjoying my fiber. I think when it works, it works. When it doesn't, it doesn't. That's the problem with South African internet.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is like, why is it so inconsistent? Because they consistently charge. That's the thing I hate about these services. I'm like, you guys don't take a day off from my bank account. My internet comes in and out.
And that brings us back.
I don't know how to include him in the live. Sorry.
Oh, okay. While he's busy figuring that out, I just want to say, circling back to the issue about piracy, the thing that made piracy work was its convenience.
Mm.
And now the thing that you took away, the streaming services have taken away, is the convenience. Because one, I think the other example I always give is that WhatsApp used to charge for its services once a year before it got sold off to he who shall not be named, also known as the Fishman.
It sounds like Schmuckenberg or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So
rhymes with Luxembourg. But anyway.
So convenience used to be first and foremost in the mind of the person providing the service, and now it's been replaced with catering to the shareholders at the expense of the
which makes no sense because the shareholders wouldn't exist without the fan base. It's backwards.
It's backwards. And then look at Disney, who shot themselves on both feet now, because now they're charging higher for the streaming service while deliberately deleting some of the older IPs that they have on their services. Because tell me, why don't you?
The reason we fell in love with Disney is not the new stuff; it's the old stuff.
Because they don't want to.
I would rather watch Doug and Recess than watch anything new because I cannot relate with the new stuff.
Yeah.
But for nostalgia's sake, I could spend the entire week watching Mighty Ducks.
I feel so bad for Shmilo right now. Whenever he catches wind of this podcast, he's gonna be like, "Yo, Mudimu Wachot, I was just trying to get these guys on the Disney Plus subscription." Now
Disney Plus gig. Oh man.
What are we supposed to lie now and not tell
Amen. For
tell
that
these people?
sponsorship, for that guap, we gotta Disney Plus is great. Even though they're canceling our favorite shows.
I'm trying. Okay, well, I've tried. Well, I'm trying to put my most authentic smile.
Wipe your tears with the hundreds, Tebello.
For the bag.
Quick question. Do you guys have specific reasons why you got your streaming services? That is, I'll give you an example. I got Apple TV because there was a specific show I wanted to see and I could only watch it on Apple TV. Then I started watching other shows, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So do you guys have anything specific? Like for instance, I'm sure someone would say they got a Crunchyroll account because they wanted to watch the latest episode of Demon Slayer or whatever. I don't know.
I got Netflix because I wanted to watch. It was on at the time, and then they took it off, which made me upset. I wanted to catch up on Code Geass.
Yeah.
Oh, it was on at the time. I remember. Yeah.
I'm going to level with you guys. I think the only reason I got some of these streaming services is because of this channel. You guys and this channel.
Because we talk about.
Yeah, because I couldn't give a rat's hoot about so many of these shows. And it's all top of the fact that I feel like I'm immune to spoilers because I already see the rhythm of what's happening. And if I want to watch something, even if you spoil it for me on TikTok or wherever, I don't really feel like, it's like, okay, oops, I really wish I didn't know that, but it's too late. I'm gonna check how it looks like. And
right.
Before you know it, and thanks once again to TikTok's bandwagoning technique, you'll have watched the entire show without watching the entire show.
Yeah, look, I mean, here's the other thing that I don't think we talk about enough.
Mm-hmm.
I think apps like TikTok, YouTube,
Yeah.
they are sort of also like pirating content because the clips sometimes like you can have someone having a playlist of clips of a show. Kind of like you remember back in the day when YouTube was starting, you would find someone has ripped a DVD.
Oh yeah, no. YouTube
And that's
was
how we
one
used
of
to
the
watch
major.
anime back in the day. You remember?
At the corner there, the whole screen was black. Was just a picture, and then the corner was the
That's the
anime,
big-
right?
Yeah, the whole screen, and then in the corner is the episode.
You know, that's how I watched Jujutsu Kaisen. You know that.
Fun fact, that's how I watched. That's when I first watched Naruto versus Pain back at the gym because I had a gym membership which gave me the access to the internet services at the gym. So I'd work out, shower, come to the computer and watch for like the whole day.
The whole season of One Punch Man, I saw it on YouTube, though.
With a little screen there.
Little screen, horrible quality. It's like someone was recording it or something. I don't know. That's how I
sounded coughing in the background.
But anyway, what I was saying is
One Punch in the corner.
I feel like some of these social media apps are also marketing anime, but not just that. But I think some of these apps are actually showing us the anime that we wanted to watch all along through playlists or clips or whatever.
Also, we really need to have a good discussion. I think I'll just get a few guests for that time. But we need to talk about the impact and dangers of the social media, because people are jumping into bandwagons and they're so attracted to things that are
Wait, can you guys still hear me?
We can hear you.
We can hear
you. Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
No, okay, I'm gonna have to come back again. I don't know what's going on with my internet.
Okay, so I think because I jumped from location to location the last time I was live, the Wakanda Forever group thought that I'd be broadcasting from BuckMeister's studio.
That's hilarious.
So they already preempted and tried to knock it down.
That
was causing the technical difficulties. But Wakanda Forever, You can't don't you dare under or overestimate me. You have no idea what I'm capable of.
Sorry, but I think you were saying something. Were you saying something about the social media apps or what?
Oh yes, that people jump into bandwagon. So like right now, like a few weeks ago, Demon Slayer was trending. So
I think they heard
for
that I
you,
finished this animation. So Kathleen Kennedy and the Wakanda Forever group are like it attacks
just what
internet.
I said, just what I said. You know, we have the same mindset more or less. But anyway, how was I? Oh, okay. Yeah, that because let's say Demon Slayer is trending and
Yeah.
you've got your own channel that you're trying to kickstart. So you're gonna make a video about Demon Slayer, and then to make
Yes.
sure people report, you're gonna have they have this split screen, so you see somebody just looking like at the screen and reacting. Wow,
Yeah.
cool.
Or
And
they'll
then I
show
was
someone
literally
playing a
playing clips
game.
of the and
Like they'll show
the
someone playing a game and they're talking and there's a
yeah.
game. Yeah.
So now they're doing anything to get people to get more views because especially in places like the US and like stuff like that, more views equal money. And anything
Yes.
to get your attention so that they can at the end of the day make bank, even if it's spoilers, even if it's advertising. So I see sometimes a lack of authenticity. That's where right now I think maybe I'll fill you up. There's this big fight between certain older anime groups calling these new people tourists because hey XYZ. Have you heard about the big beef that's been happening on the anime community? Well, the United States anime community.
I've heard there's a beef between Gen Z anime watchers and millennial anime watchers or whatever the case is
Okay.
because etc
Yeah.
etc.
I wonder if there's going to be a time step.
But there's
Apparently,
always, guys, when it comes to fandom, there's always beef. Like the guys that used
no,
to watch Star Wars when they were kids in the 70s have beef with people that love Star Wars now or that love the prequels more than they loved the original trilogy. It's like that everywhere.
I'll circle around to that because what the beef entails right now, I think the people that are trying to gatekeep the community, some of them are clearly in the wrong here because they're gatekeeping it for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
For an example, this guy was busy calling another group, these people, a bunch of anime tourists because they decided to politicize anime, and he said anime is not political. And everybody with half a brainstem was like, "Brew, what anime are you watching?" This whole thing screams.
Almost unless it's slice of life. Most anime is political, bro. What are you
Most,
talking?
I mean, which anime are you referring to?
You know, it's like someone who was saying that X-Men is woke now. And we're like, dude, have you ever read an X-Men comic book?
It's been woke,
Since
guys.
issue one, the X-Men was woke. What are you talking about?
Yeah, this is. You sound like a tourist if you're like anime is not political. I mean,
Now
Death Note
now
is a political commentary on the. Death
see,
Note is a political commentary on the God complex and the death penalty and all of
yes.
that stuff.
So
Naruto heavily
Donovan is
political.
saying
There's no
that.
way.
So
Donovan
I
is
think the
saying,
other beefs that we don't talk about is beefs between people, the big three. Like you're saying, there's beef between Naruto and One Piece fans. Like,
which
what
is
you can enjoy both.
stupid.
You know what I mean?
Imagine me. It's one
No,
of those
here's the
things.
thing, ne? Here's the problem. Here, here's the problem, ne? I think because Naruto was popular for such a long time. At one point, it was. I think was it more culturally relevant than One Piece? I think so because I
No,
don't remember a lot of people
from
running
here,
around saying
here,
"Gomu Gomu no." I don't know.
here's the context. Naruto was a perfect spokesperson for the international community. Overseas, people liked Naruto much more than they did One Piece. But locally in the Four Islands, Japan, One Piece was mopping the floor every
Yes,
single time.
yes.
So it gave this allure of One Piece is for them, and Naruto is for the foreigners, and One Piece is for us. A type of thinking, and now that One Piece has become more and more acceptable to the international community because now people are like, okay, let me just give this One Piece thing a try and realize, hey, actually, we fucks with Luffy. Now it's
Yeah.
giving
And
this
also
comment.
the live action series has caught caused a lot of interest for
Yeah.
the casual viewer. Now they're interested in watching the anime and stuff. So.
But for me, look, when it comes to those type of views, and maybe that's my big issue, that maybe I should go into this thing. Maybe can get more views. Who knows? Controversy sells, I've not apparently, because hey, we wouldn't have these people that are making bank, these channels, if they don't make stupid claims for the likes and views that they themselves don't believe.
Yeah, some people
But I
actually just
digress.
say wild things just so that they can get so that they can get people to be rage commenting and all
Yeah,
of
rage
that.
baiting,
Rage
clickbaiting,
baiting
and
rage baiting, yeah.
yeah. So
Sounds exhausting.
yeah, same here. I mean, really,
Does.
imagine somebody having to double down that I can literally I can kill a gorilla with my bare hands. What you talking about? Look at me. And then you never go like, devil, are you crazy? No, I can beat a gorilla. I mean, look, I'm practically half them. Look at my muscles. I can beat the gorilla, and then you
Yeah,
complain.
people, I think they just understand that how the algorithm works. Like, it doesn't know the difference. So even if people hate your channel,
Yeah,
they're
but I'm
like,
saying
look,
at the same time, no, I kind of disagree with that in a sense, because I know how the internet works. Like, for example, the way Twitter works, it's designed for people to fight. It's not designed for people to have dialogue.
True.
Twitter is designed so people can argue,
that's what
because what it
works
does.
though.
Yeah, but I'm saying, yeah, it's what works. But I'm saying, I think for me as a content creator, I would just ask, is that really what you want to do in this content creation game? I know for me, I do not have it in me. Not even that I can't do it, because obviously I can. Like, if I wanted to be very
Yeah,
petty with my Recast T'Challa campaign, I can. There's so many things that I could
I
do.
was
There's so many ways that I could go find people. What's this? There's so many ways that I can, if I really wanted to, there's so many people that I can go find now that are now switching up their tunes that blocked me. They blocked me 2 years, 3 years ago. Now they're coming out and saying, I finally understand. If I ever wanted to start internet drama, ooh, there's so many names that I could list and screenshot and be like, you see, it took you this, etc., etc. But is that how I want to spend my time? No.
Hey, bro, almost anything you can think of gets bastardized, man. You're looking at
yeah,
it from
facts.
a moral, you know, point of view. Like OnlyFans, for example. OnlyFans is not what initially it was supposed to be. You know what I mean?
OnlyFans
So,
was like was designed to be a more exclusive Patreon.
yes,
But
exactly.
you
Now people are posting their feet, and people are millionaires now because of OnlyFans, and they're like in their 20s, and they don't see the need of
that
going for a 9 to 5 because ew. So
who does that? Look at my nyash. I had to say it, I'm sorry.
yeah. So I think ultimately I'm realizing that so long as you have a large crowd of people that are into something,
Mhm.
you will have a split community. You'll have cliques. You'll have the
Yeah,
streamers. You have those who prefer
with
piracy. You have the subs, the dubs. You have those that want shonen, seinen, shoujo,
shoujo.
josei. Yeah. And I think that's what keeps the machine working, going.
Yeah,
There's some people who look at MCU movies and feel like they're not they're not following the source material, you know?
like me. But do you see me?
Same here.
Do you see me bursting a vein whenever a new movie comes out? And I'm of the group, maybe because I value my peace. I'm of the
Yeah.
group. If I don't like it, I won't watch it. Then my life keeps going on. But I
Mm.
hear people who would go into tirades, and I think that's where the rage baiting comes in, because they know if they complain and make a noise about it and they can get an audience, that's how they make money. And for me, it always feels like a trap, because you need to keep the hate going. You need to
Yeah.
find something else to complain about. You need to find something else to rage about. Ultimately, then that becomes your identity, because that's how you derive meaning for what you're doing, pointing at
Yeah.
something and calling it nitpicking it to death, or something. I don't have time for that. But hey, you you go make your bank. What am I supposed to say?
But hey, even out of your YouTubes and whatever, even journalists think like that nowadays.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll report something that's not even true just so that they can sell people.
Sensationalizing it to the nth degree because that's what they believe gets people's attention. There's no longer any substance to what they're doing. But like I said, that's neither here or there. I just wanted to maybe
Well, anyway, I can tell you now, straight up. Can you guys hear me still?
No, we can hear
can
you.
hear
Hi, Kathleen.
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
I can hear you just fine.
Yeah, we can hear you just fine.
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay, cool. I don't know. Everybody's frozen on my side, so I don't know if I'm coming in and out. Anyway,
You must give him energy.
yeah, I was just saying. From my side, I can tell you now. I have not made I've actually made a loss. I've actually made. Oh, okay. Thank you. I'll receive the energy.
Distracted is
Anyway,
engaged.
wait, no, distracted just cuts the energy, dog. I need the spirit bomb. Anyway,
No, we are cutting. We are
Oh, we're cutting the
cutting.
BS.
Yes.
Oh. Okay. Anyway, I was saying, like, for me in this campaign, I can tell you now, I have not made a cent. I have not made. Not that I have not made a cent. Let me not say that. People have donated, but I've made a loss in essence.
And
Like
What
any
are we
money
talking
that I
about?
have gone has gone either into the project or into other things around the project. Recast T'Challa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I can tell you now that this is not like somebody been trying to like people will ask me, what will you do once T'Challa is recast? I'm like, yeah, I'll get back to my regular scheduled programming. Like after
Because
this
your
is
job is
over, I go
done.
back to what I was doing before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not like recasting T'Challa was your entire life. Like you have other things to do. Yeah.
So yeah, now I can't imagine. The only reason I'm maintaining this now because of how important I feel it is, especially for the industry. Because let's be honest, Black Panther was going to change how the industry functioned forever. So for
they
it to
were
go
afraid of
away
that.
doesn't sit right with me. But after it gets done, then yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna be involved in Black Panther things. I still want to write officially for Black Panther. That is a that is a goal of mine. I want to Chris Claremont basically the Black Panther IP. And I want to leave it and be like, I dare you to change any of this.
Well, I mean, if you're willing
But
to write Black Panther for what, 20 something years, then yeah, you'll definitely be Chris Claremont. So much
Facts.
so that the law is
I
so deep.
have 20 years of story.
No, I mean officially. So much so
Yeah.
that anybody that comes in, they can they see your stuff as like biblical. They can't change jack squat. They just have to continue where the story left off. You know what I mean? Like, damn. Everybody loves the kids. I can't kill them off.
You
You
know?
know,
That's what I
everybody loves.
want. Oh, that's what I
Yeah,
want.
yeah. So
That's what I want. I want it so deeply entrenched that when they come to
Yeah.
change it, there's got to be another retcon that takes it back to my storyline.
but look, guys, there's something that I wanted to ask you. I know we've spoken about this a few times, but since we're talking about piracy, streaming, and all of that, do you guys think that placing latest content on streaming services too early after they've been released in theaters is actually making the actors broke or the studios broke?
Well, yes and no.
the
I think
actors have to be taken care of already. I think it hurts the studios more.
yeah.
No, but I mean, it depends on the contract. Like with the Scarlett Johansson thing, for example, there's sort of like certain percentages that they get if the movie makes a certain amount and all of that. But if people know that
Oh,
this movie is
you're talking about backdoor deals.
backdoor,
Well, I
yeah,
mean,
backdoor deals.
broke is a strong word because remember some of these people get paid like 10 million, 15 million up front. So broke is a strong word
Yes,
because
but
like all they have to do
also
is manage their money.
remember, Buck, it's not like the actor's gonna get that whole 10 million. It still needs to go to the manager, the PR agent. It needs to go to the agent. It needs to go
Yeah, but
to.
let's say it's 15, right? Let's say you're working with 15, right? And you come down to 6. That's pretty good in terms of living expenses if you just live within your means.
Are you talking about people that live in LA and have to keep up with the facade of having fancy cars and rich lives?
Then don't
I hear what you're
facade
saying.
how. That's your problem.
I hear what you're saying.
Okay.
Unless you're J. Cole and you ride a bike everywhere you go and you just wear slippers
No,
or
Mara,
whatever.
that's your fault now. Like, why do you care? I wouldn't give
Yeah.
a damn.
Remember, that's how the machine is designed to act. I think the problem we can go into how the machine is making and breaking these poor people any day and like that forever. That's one thing. But from to go back to your original question, the what these streaming services are doing is kneecapping people from the enjoyment of the film industry, from the cinema experience and everything like that. Because what I experienced, I'm gonna give a bit of a personal experience. Why the reason I loved watching the Demon Slayer movie at the cinema wasn't just because it was me watching that thing. I was watching with like-minded people who love this environment, and it became a it became a special event because we are a group of people watching this awesome thing happening at a certain period of time. If you're gonna now cut it short to put it in a streaming service because now some other people didn't make it or couldn't afford to, and okay, BuckMeister, you're in the Infinity Castle. Because Osole,
Okay. Akaza!
but the people who would want to go to the cinema or who'd want to watch this movie again, you're taking away from that just because you are trying to add a layer of convenience. But here's a problem: you're only getting one fee. It's 1,200. It's 1,200 rand a month fee that's consistent for, and that's just not for one movie.
One thing.
It's one service that caters with hundreds of movies. So the more movies and the more series you're putting in, the actual cheaper it becomes because they have options where somebody would have been paying 100 rand for that one particular product.
One thing, yeah.
So ultimately the system is
100 is 200 now.
Yeah, I'm just saying if you had to go to buy a movie ticket and you had Discovery or something, it would be like $100 or something like that.
So scarcity is what.
Yeah, but then you're paying for Discovery, Ibile.
Yeah, you know. Oh, I've got chance in Discovery. Don't try. I don't pay.
No, this thing has been an Ouroboros snake because it refuses to let new people in.
Yeah.
The industry has always been an Ouroboros snake because it refuses to let new people in. It refuses to let new ideas in. I was talking to this other woman. She's been trying to get into film, and she can't get in anywhere because, like, when she's trying to get in, there's a bunch of people who won't let her in, even though she has the credentials. And it's just like that's the thing that's been chopping this thing for eons. Is that everybody has to form cliques, you have to form crews, you have to form the people that you're going to work with, and then it's hard for anybody to get in anywhere. So any new idea that could breathe life into the industry is not allowed, and then it end up cannibalizing itself.
And then to add on top
that's
of
why
that,
you have to bring the industry to you. You can't go to the industry.
Yeah, then on top of that, you need to make it look like you've earned a lot more than you actually do. You have to create this allure of you've got 6 million viewers. You need to create this. For those who've read The Great Gatsby, not watched it, even though it was a good representation, but you read the book, you get to see that this Great Gatsby lifestyle is a criticism of trying to keep up appearances for the sake of society. And because that's what people expect a successful person or a successful IP or a successful actor to look like, when in truth is you're exhausted, your feet are swollen, you want to eat 5 slices of pizza at the end of the week, but you're not supposed to, because you're supposed to look like a literal god, or you're Henry Cavill. So anyway, I think that's what's killing that industry from that perspective. Because in an effort to try and try to keep things perfect, they're killing themselves in the long run.
Yo, my
And
best friend just joined. What's up, man? We're talking streaming, anime, piracy, Hollywood, all that jazz.
yes. So I lost my train of thought now.
Sorry, you were talking about appearances.
Yeah,
What
no,
it
I
takes
keep
to stay
yeah.
relevant in Hollywood.
And now that creates a huge expense. You're gonna go to a movie, you work for half a year, they've given you 60 million or $17 million, but you're paying from that 17 million, 10, 12 is going out to pay to for you to look like you're a
Yes.
50 million rent, a $50 million actress or actor. And then in the long
It's
run, because you're trying
Botox,
to
it's hair
mm,
from Turkey, it's
it's
steroids.
it's all the rides in the universe. Yeah, and then of course
All, yeah.
you need to eat the caviars and the patrician beluga caviar, not these other cheap ass stuff, and all these things just to maintain appearances so that people can still think you're the it girl or the it guy, so that you can keep getting the next gig and the next gig.
Yeah.
And that thing is expensive. And then you have a streaming service that comes in and says, okay, you would have earned another 50 million in residuals, but we're gonna cut the charge and just put in a streaming service because streaming is more convenient for the viewer, and that's what we care about. That's what they're saying on paper. So the system is the thing that's broken.
Yeah, but the thing
And
is, with some of these actors, when you have a name, I'm saying the thing
yeah.
was with some of these actors, when you have a name, it's just like I don't know why you don't take advantage of that.
And how do you wish to take advantage?
Like
What do
there
you
are
mean
other
take advantage of?
avenues to make money outside of
Yeah,
like
Well, if
okay,
you have a
perfect
good
example,
agent,
right? Ray Fisher.
if you have a good agent, yes.
No, I'm not talking about the agent. I'm talking about being proactive in your own career.
yes.
If you're Ray Fisher, right? If I was Ray Fisher, right?
Okay.
The way that I would start the was this just fundraising campaigns alone around my situation in order to fund my own indie films. I would have been on that so that I could keep acting.
Okay.
You can't
Well,
tell me there's no directors that are in university studying film. They want to cut their teeth on something. They won't work with you.
He's still acting though.
with an example, I think that's what he's trying to say.
No, but what I'm
Yeah.
saying is that like his career took a dip in a sense, and I'm like it didn't have to. Like you could have been doing indie films on YouTube and the internet and all of that
He
stuff and
could
cutting
have
premieres that way, so that
he
you can
could
keep your
have
stuff
had it
going, and that would have
all.
made
Sorry.
revenue for you as well.
You know, I honestly don't understand why people don't
So my thing
follow.
is that what I'm saying is that the problem.
Okay. Did you lose him?
Sorry, go ahead, Mr
No.
Extrodin.
Yeah, go ahead, it's fine. I think there's a
Oh,
delay.
anyway, what I'm trying to say is that I feel like at, you okay. Let me. I'm coming back.
All right.
Kathleen.
So what I was saying, Tebello, is I think there
Mm-hmm.
is I think if you're an actor, you should be following Samuel L. Jackson's book. Samuel L. is willing to do anything because he loves acting, right?
Yeah.
And because he's good at what he does, he's able to do a big ass project like Marvel. Then he's able to do like a meh mid movie. And then he's able to show up in Generations talking to Ketiwe.
Yes.
So as an actor, there's some actors who consider themselves to be higher than, I don't know. They just toot their own horn. Maybe it's because they
You,
got an Oscar or something. Then
are
nobody
you
wants to
referring?
work with them because they're difficult. Then they end up doing these indie movies that nobody watches, or they end up at Hallmark doing Christmas and Valentine's movies.
I hear you, and I think the one of the examples I like to think is that um because well, we are really going to go into the deep into the underbelly of Hollywood right now. An
Yes.
example that comes to mind is Viola Davis.
Yeah.
And she said, like, if you think that I'm worthy of an Oscar, if you say I'm an Oscar-worthy actress, then you should give me an Oscar-worthy money,
Yes.
because she sees other Oscar winners,
Yes.
lead actors and everything. They're making bank.
Meryl Streep, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we've got Viola Davis, who's got who gets given role, who may be approached a role, but then their budget is far, far, far lower. I mean, she's got an EGOT for crying out loud. So I think in some cases it's not also a matter of we are gonna sound like one of those communist to the pushers. But I think the capitalist system is designed to try and cheat everyone out.
Yes.
And
It's like a casino. The house always wins.
yeah. So when it comes to certain actors, yes, they could go the Samuel Jackson route. And in some cases, I think they should. But then the other thing that they should do is, and maybe that's what they should also consider, is that they should also diversify the portfolio.
The portfolios. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got 15 million. I mean, for as much as I really don't care about him, but The Rock, he's selling vodka, he's selling, uh,
Oh, speaking of that, okay, before I get into that, my best
yeah.
friend says whatever happened happened because it wouldn't have happened any other way. The career had to dip. Yeah, that's a Morpheus quote, but
Yeah, I was about to just like, did you just quote?
he did. But I just wanted to say there's someone called Cody Sanchez,
Yeah.
really great woman. I follow her on a lot of her social media stuff. She
Mm.
says that some of these actors have become brands, right? So
Yes.
The Rock selling a brand like a alcoholic beverage or whatever he's selling.
Yeah. The tequila. Yeah, you're selling
A
tequila.
tequila, yes. His social media is not actually about us knowing him. It's
No.
just him pushing brand, like product placements and stuff like that. So if someone was to actually want to promote something on that platform, they'll have to pay him for it. So that's like you said, diversifying portfolio. So
Mm.
I guess you could say there's two ways to look at this. One is,
Sorry, am I
um,
back? Am I back? Can you hear me? Can you
We
see
can
me?
hear
yeah,
you. Yeah.
you're back, yeah. So one is you get an organic reach through your social media accounts. You get a lot of huge followers, and you can sell. You can sell your account, you know. But it just seems like these actors, I don't know whether they don't like diversifying their portfolios or they have horrible accountants. I don't know what the
No,
issue is.
it's also because it's a catch-22. The more you sell, you diversify and sell like that, the more the audience creates a distance from you, because nobody wants to be sold to.
No, I
Yes.
mean, but I mean, like for me, that's the thing with having a name, dog. I'm like, if I'm like, I'm not saying like if I'm, let's say I'm a B lister in Hollywood, right? Like I'm not
Yeah.
the greatest or
Shout
whatever.
out.
If I can have two channels, like one channel will be like my more personal thing or whatever, where it's just me talking to you and vlogging, old school YouTube style, because people want to see that.
Yeah.
They like, and I'm talking like even if you get 10,000 people, if you get 10,000 people who are there, like you're
Mm-hmm.
sorted or whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
then you have your other channel where you're promoting all of your things and you separate your businesses that way. That stuff is like it's like the thing is for us and what we do, ne? If you look at it, the only thing we suffer from really is just a lack of capital. It's not a lack of diversifying in terms of content.
Are you talking
So
Yeah.
about
for
comedians
me,
or are you talking about
Mm.
like up and coming content creators? What are you talking
no,
about?
up and coming content creators or whatever, but I'm just saying, like, just amongst the three of us or
Oh,
whatever,
yes, it's a
there's no
capital
lack
thing.
of diversity when it comes to content. Like,
Yes.
you'll get us in different facets and different times in different ways or whatever, and you'll get an
Mm.
authentic experience that doesn't really divulge everything you need to know about us, but it'll tell you enough to say that we're people or
Yeah.
whatever.
Right.
Which
Yeah.
is
So it's not
the I think what maybe if you can correct me if I'm understanding is that we have a level of authenticity in our presenting. Even if we are to sell something, we are selling it in a level of authenticity. Now, if you have a brand of 50 million viewers and then you have a channel that's pushing products basically
Mhm.
for the sake of the brand that is aka The Rock or whatever his name is, Dwayne Johnson or etc. It's hard to make it personal because people have already idealized who this character is.
Yeah, I feel like someone like The Rock, for me personally, I don't even know who he is anymore.
Exactly.
Like I was watching an episode of Goat Talk. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Goat Talk. I watch it almost all the time. Whenever a
Mhm.
movie is out, they'll make sure that they get the main cast, at least two people, to do a Goat
Mhm.
Talk. So they'll talk about anything Goat related, Goat song, Goat
Mhm.
flag, Goat soccer team, whatever. And he was with Emily Blunt because they're doing this movie called Smashing Magazine that we reviewed yesterday, the trailer, and we gave our box office
Smashing
predictions.
Machine.
Yes, on the sister channel. But Emily Blunt was amazing. She was making jokes. She was just, But The Rock, man, I felt like this guy, it's like he doesn't want to say anything that might give off the impression that he is not The Rock. Fake laughs, not like
I
I
don't
felt like
even
the
think it's
chemistry
that.
was even off
I think
between
what's happening is
him.
it's because he's on the Oscar circuit. So I think when you're on the Oscar circuit and whatever, and you're The Rock, and already people have this image of, because I mean that was his persona in the WWE. It was the jabroni eating, pie eating, layeth the smacketh down. It was all of those sorts of things. So I think what he's trying to do is he's trying to shake that stigma and like because Batista, people look at Batista nowadays as an actor. It's not like he like
Even how he
WWE
carries
was.
himself, he's nothing like the WWE counterpart. You're
Yeah,
right.
Mhm.
like I'm saying, like Batista, like he's an actor. He was a guy who was in the WWE, if you get what I'm saying. Whereas a
Mhm.
lot of people view the WWE as a safe haven for The Rock. So I think what's happening now is he's trying to give off the air of being a professional actor. And I think the problem is the Hollywood system in general. Like to me, it's just like it becomes way more about appearances than it ever does become about the content. And that's always what hurts it in the end anyway. I'm like,
Yeah, so
because look, for me, I don't care to know these people. I really don't. Like, because I'm never going to be able to help them with their problems. I'm never going to be able to actually give them any advice or say anything useful to them or whatever. The Rock will never need my help. So I'm not interested to know about his deepest, darkest secrets. I'm like, if he made a good movie, cool. If he made a bad movie, whatever. That's how I treat a lot of my favorite celebrities anyway. But I just think that there is this thing of I'm like, who are you pretending for really? Because it can't be for me. If you're really pretending for your audience, that
Exactly,
doesn't make
Doc.
sense. Because they don't
mhm.
care. They
Exactly.
really. I promise you now.
Now you should take that mindset and now put
It's
it
for
to
brands. It's for
yeah, now
brands. It's not
you
for
take that
people.
mindset that you have, and now you expect people to buy that person's tequila or that person's soap or that person's whatever whatever product he's trying to push, because we don't care. It makes it hard for them. It further alienates the audience when he's trying to say, guys, please buy my shoes or buy these techies. Because ultimately you're
And
thinking,
student, I hear what you're saying about the brands.
yeah,
I hear what you're saying about. Oh, sorry, said Tebello. Go ahead. Sorry, I'll finish after
oh,
you.
okay. I wanted to say ultimately, because he's been this brand has been projecting a certain level of affluence. When he's trying to push a product, all of us is thinking like, why do you need our money? You got everything you ever need.
That's why it
But
doesn't make sense. You
yeah.
see. My best friend says he can hear BuckMeister cool in the background. Shout out to him. Big up, bro.
Okay, great. Awesome. Anyway, what I was trying to say is that brands to me, they're very dumb if they're trying to do this pristine thing. I don't think it works. Here's a good example, right? Animal
Okay.
Man, right? Anime Man or whatever, right?
Joey.
Anime Man, whatever he tries to sell to his audience or whatever, be it a pen, be it a what or what, he can make you feel like this is something that he would use, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah, for
So it's
sure.
like it's not that he's trying to sell you something because it's going to pay his bills. It's like he's selling you something because he's like genuinely people like me will use this thing. I'm
Mm.
not even a big fan of the anime man like that, but looking at some of his content, that's the thing that gives and brands work with him that way. So what I'm saying now is that in terms of content creation and when you have a name or whatever, brands are it's way more useful to tap into that person's authenticity to sell a thing than it is. Because you got to remember something. A lot of this stuff gets sold on likability.
Mm.
It's not necessarily that
Yeah.
it's sold on utility.
But
Okay,
also,
I
I
think
just
we are
want to say something.
Like
losing.
I
We are
just want to say
losing.
something quickly though.
Okay, yeah.
One thing about someone like The Rock, though, even if you guys don't like him as much as you did
Well,
or
boy,
whatever,
we are really dunking on the rock today, but he's the
no, it's
that
just an
comes to mind.
example.
I know, but we are
I love The
really
Rock. He's my favorite WWE wrestler.
undertaking.
He even if people don't like him anymore or whatever, the fact that he has a huge following and the fact that he's still buzzing in Hollywood and he's still making these movies means that he will still make a lot of money from these brands, even if they don't translate to sales from his side, because of how big he is and that they need people to be aware of the product in general. So he's winning anyway. I don't know if
Mm.
you guys get what I'm saying.
I
He's
get
No,
you,
still
I get
big.
what
cause
you're saying, but like the thing is, I think we need to quantify this. Like, for example, it's even like
no,
these people
wait,
that. Oh,
we are
here's a good example, right?
okay,
It's a bit of a tangent, but walk with me here. So, like the AI epidemic, right?
yeah,
With AI, right? Like people are going to be generating images. They'll maybe even be generating cartoons. Maybe they'll generate whole movies. But the people behind those prompts and everything, they're going to want some credit of some sort. So now they're going to push for the term AI artist, and it doesn't work, right? Because they feel like there was an authentic part of them that was a part of this process doing one, two, three, four, five.
okay. I'm still
So
waiting for
even
you to
if they're
land.
eating, even if they're successful, there's some bone or itch that they want to scratch that wants to put them on the same level as a regular artist, if you get what I'm
Okay,
saying.
I yeah, go
So what I'm
on.
saying is when we come to The Rock, right? Even if he
As an
can make
example.
all this money, even if he can sell all of these things, there's a part of him that wants to be taken serious as an artist and not as a product. So I think what's happening is him with himself. That's going to be the itch that he's going to struggle to scratch. So even if you see him as he's winning anyway, there's a part of him that's I'm speculating. Again, I don't know this bro from above, so maybe he's living the best life. Who knows? But what I'm saying is that in this art space, there's something soul wise that everybody always wants, even if they have the best of convenience. And that's why we can even see some of these big successful people who will have all the money in the world will still self destruct because something soul wise is not being fed. So I think when it comes to winning, we have to quantify it outside of money sometimes, if you get what I'm saying. Because yes, you
Uh,
can make money, you can make all the
yeah,
money, but
I just wanna.
sometimes it doesn't translate to feeding the.
I just wanna circle back here with regards to this because I think we've gone way off kilter. I think what we were discussing is how Hollywood as itself is
Oh god,
screwing over
tangent.
is how Hollywood itself is screwing over the actors and they need to diversify their portfolios. And some of the things they do is to create this brand awareness, to use the brand to create awareness for said product. So they're not necessarily they don't need the product to sell because of them.
Yeah,
They just need that product to be associated with them. You know what I mean? That's where they make
yeah,
the money,
yeah.
and they don't care. And I think that's where they shouldn't bother pretending they do. And I think that's why I agree with you, back because they shouldn't pretend that they do. Sure, drive in the Volvo that you don't own. or the Audi or whatever, and
No, but I'm just
the
saying,
story ends.
to connect to the point that I was trying to make now, I think
Yeah,
the thing is people are getting tired of being commodities in a sense, no matter how
yeah,
successful they are. And I
yeah.
think that's why there's a lot of alienation in a sense, because you're feeling like you're talking to a like that's why I'm saying when I equated it to AI. Like the thing is with AI, with an AI artist, when they present you something like, "Hey, I generated this," it's like I'm not engaging with you. I'm engaging
A
with a
system
thing that you
that
maybe were
generate.
as yeah, with a system
Yeah,
that you were associated with. I'm not
correct.
really engaging with you. That's why when you engage with somebody who's made an actual art piece, a la like what Tebello's done behind him, it's like I can see Tebello in there somewhere or whatever. So coming back to The Rock and coming back to Hollywood, like that's the thing. It goes back to the problem of imagery. Like
Mm,
convenience is cool, but if you can create an authentic experience, people will be willing to pay. People will be willing to buy this thing. People will be willing to engage with this thing. So I think that's the thing that as an artist you will want anyway. Like it doesn't
mm.
matter how big you are. I think you will always want that feeling of
Okay.
I'm engaging with something, even if
Guys, I'll be right
yeah.
back. Just keep this lovely
Uh,
discussion going.
cool, cool, cool.
All right.
So anyway, what I'm saying is like when it comes to diversifying portfolios, right?
Mm.
I think maybe artists are worried about the image that would be associated with that because they want to be actors in Hollywood. They don't want to be, oh, now I'm a YouTuber. Oh, now I'm a streamer. Even if they like streaming. Maybe they like streaming, but they're just like, now this thing will affect my ability to get gigs. And I'm like, guys, like, it's fine. I promise you, this, like, it's not affecting what you think it's affecting, especially in this day and age with social media. You will be fine product wise. I'm telling you now.
Yeah. I think it depends on the
I don't
agenda
know.
of.
Maybe I went left. But anyway.
I think it just depends on the agenda of the artist and their team, ultimately, you know. But you're right. Like for instance, Kevin Hart does almost everything you can think of. So it just depends. It just depends on who you are. Because I know some celebrities don't even like social media. So I don't even think the brand deals will even come their way. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, but I'm saying, what's? I wonder what the dislike is rooted in. Because I mean, social media is also plagued by the same thing as well, where people have to present a facade of some sorts. And I just know that for me, in terms of this facade setting thing, it's just like I don't have the energy, I don't have the time, and honestly, none of y'all really care.
yeah, no, that's true, man. That's very true. Um, do you think it's hurting the industry though? Whether it's film or entertainment or whatever?
Oh, 100%. Oh, 100% in my opinion. And I can tell you why. Because remember, Hollywood is like very click based. And since they have a certain image to uphold, they're not going to let a new person in that can mess with that image. They got to let somebody in that can assimilate to that image, if you get what I'm saying.
Hmm. Yeah. No, I hear you. I know Tebello's not here,
Then
but
you get surrounded with a bunch of people who are going to follow your vision or follow.
no, please continue. Yeah.
Can you hear me? You can hear me still.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's
Can you
happening
hear
with my
me?
internet today. There's just a huge delay.
Can you hear me?
Let me see if I cut the camera. Does it help?
Is that better?
I can hear you. I'm just maybe I'll
Okay.
have to cut the camera and see if it's better
Okay, no problem.
because I have no idea what's happening. Anyway, what I'm saying is that in terms of Hollywood and the click on and whatever and all of that stuff, like I think that's the thing is that there's a bunch of people who like you said they have an agenda of sorts. They're not willing to change or shift or engage. And then I think what happens is that it becomes an Ouroboros snake because people get tired of the agenda, but now you can't change it. So you keep doing it, and then it loses steam, and then eventually it eats itself, and it destroys the whole thing by itself. It implodes internally,
Implodes.
and I think that's what's
Yeah.
happening with Hollywood in general. Hollywood is like they speak in specific languages. They don't speak in other languages, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, so they're not malleable. No, I get you. I get you.
Yeah, that's why manga and anime thrash them. That's why manga and anime thrash the Western media thing. Because the thing is with manga and anime, anything goes. Anything can become successful. Anything. Like the fact that Demon Slayer made it to the theater is insanity. Jujutsu Kaisen made it to the theater, it's insanity. It doesn't even have to stop at those shonen manga. Like there's like I'm telling you now, I wouldn't even be surprised if 5 years from now we see a slice of life movie in the theater or something like that.
Oh, those
A
have, I'm
slice
sure
of life anime movie in
there's
the theater
definitely
or
been
something
those,
like
I'm
that.
sure.
Because no, but I'm talking like
On that
Stir
high,
Kineko, it's gonna make 600. Oh yeah, so I'm saying it's like I'm talking Stir Kineko, it's gonna make 600 million at the box office, and it's a slice of life or whatever. Because the thing is with the anime, like it's got its tropes as well. I'm not saying that the
mhm.
anime is like doesn't have its things. But what I'm saying is that they're way more open to any idea than Western Hollywood is, because they don't really care about the imagery of the idea. They care about the content of
Yeah.
the story.
Dude, the
And I
fact that
Like
think
a
Isekai is so
Western
big right
production
now.
house would.
you're saying back extra.
Oh, I was just saying that the fact that Isekai is so huge as a genre in anime
Mm. Mm.
already tells you what BuckMeister is saying,
Yeah.
you know? Oh, by the way, my best friend
Like I'm
Tebello
saying,
says, shout out to
No
you.
Western production house.
I can hear you laugh.
I no Western production houses.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Now I'm saying no Western production house would ever make Dandadan. If you get what I'm saying,
True.
it would never fly with those executives.
I think
If you look at the premise of Dandadan, literally a kid gets his junk jacked by an old granny in a tunnel, and that's like the catalyst of the story. And a little girl gets abducted by
abducted by
aliens,
aliens.
and like that's the catalyst of the story. There's
Mm.
no way like you pitch that to executives and executives would be like, "Oh, we'll take this," even if it was a
Well,
horror movie. It's not
if it
happening.
was if it was around that American Pie era, definitely. But
Yeah, that could
yeah,
work.
you're right.
But I also want to add to that. I think we've been
No, but even
because
American Pie is very tame compared to a lot of anime. But I see what you're
facts.
saying.
Yeah, I just want to add to that trend is that also, and I'm just putting a little bit of nuance here. I hope in the sense that our lands have been so fixated on the West that we think that if the Western media is not doing well, then the whole industry is not doing well. And
Yes.
I think what I'm most grateful for, especially this year, and especially when it comes to movies like Demon Slayer, is showing that enough we're the industry is doing fine. It's
We
just
don't rely on
you,
Hollywood to make it, yeah.
yeah. We and I think maybe with what's happening recently, that Stekinikos at the new metros and everybody will start to wake up and say, let's shift our lines away from being so focused on this hemisphere, start focusing on the rest of the planet
Yeah. I mean,
and
New
see
Metro,
what.
since we've been doing New Metro since last year,
Yeah,
2 years ago, can't remember. There's a lot of Indian movies on there.
yeah. There's a lot of Bollywood movies,
Korean,
Korean movies that are coming
Japanese.
through.
Yeah.
Look, maybe because of and the symptoms of them shortening the streaming cycle. They shouldn't see it as a death sentence, but they should just see it as the last kick of a terminally ill patient. Unless they change their business mock-up, that's what's going to happen because we can't. We realize so there are not many IPs out there that are making $1 billion at the box office like the Star Wars and the
In the
MCUs
MCU.
and the DC whatever's. Uh, but we are catching up, and if they're too stuck up in their own behinds to notice or getting scared about it, they're going to get replaced because, and that's the other thing I wanted to discuss about is like, given the meteoric success of Demon Slayer, do you think that the South African the South African movie audience is ready for a more Asian centric cinema profile more than catering to to Western media?
I mean, think about it, Tebello. A lot of people
Mm,
are already watching Korean series on
yeah,
Netflix.
yeah.
A lot of South Africans are already now watching a lot of anime and manga stuff now. Reading
Mm.
manga, watching anime, going to cons. We have already adopted the Asian market content. People love BTS. Like we are so fully invested
Hey,
in
look,
stuff.
like we don't even have to go far. The Hong Kong cinema. There's so many people who grew up on Hong Kong cinema who love Hong Kong cinema classics.
Like,
So I
I
think that's
bet you
always
now.
been the best. Like that's what I'm saying is Western media's problem.
I know there's like this group of
Sorry, go
like
ahead.
Netflix, like I know that some cinemas that replay very old movies. Please, 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 please put the evil cult. I will
Nah, they
go.
won't. Nah, they won't. Ah, they won't. Forget that one. They won't.
Just
Wait,
leave you.
did he say evil
Just,
cult?
He
just
did.
leave you. Just put the cinema and let the entire audience leave that confused. What the hell just happened?
They wouldn't.
I'll be the first. I'll be the guy outside.
Why?
The moment they leave the cinema,
Oh
I'll be
my
there with a
God!
chair.
Everybody comes out
I
the
know you
theater.
have
I've got
questions.
a stiffy. What?
When the moment they leave the movie, they're like, I know you have questions, I have answers. Feel free to ask. Don't leave yet. I know you're confused. I know what happens next. Talk to me.
You know who would appreciate that movie?
Yeah.
Older
Oh
people.
God!
Go
Oh
with
no,
your
yeah,
Tai
no.
Chi
grandma.
grows out
Go
of
with your,
nothing.
Okay.
go with your grandma and your aunties to that movie because they take things so seriously. It's as if it's real life. So once they see man bad, yo, Moloi, yo, demons, witchcraft, yo. Gonna be
You're so strong.
stressing grandparents there.
No, you know what you need to do? No, you
Yeah.
know what you need to do? You know what you need to do there? You need to take
Yeah.
those power scale. You need to take anime power scalers to that
Yes.
movie and watch their heads explode.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I went to the toilet. What happened?
It's like, wait a minute, what? He couldn't do that in
Why is
How
he
did you
fighting
manage?
bears?
what is Jet Li's output in this film?
What kind of training is this?
How many training montages are in that movie? How confused is this person that in one movie? Okay, oh, go watch the evil card. It's making over 1,000 views now.
They slap you to death.
Okay,
Anyway,
okay.
just back to what I'm saying. Can you guys
Mhm.
hear me still? Cause
I can hear you. Yeah.
I don't know what is going on with my internet today.
It's funny from again.
Yeah,
Continue.
and I just paid this bill. Anyway,
Yay.
yeah, back to what I was saying. I was just saying I think that we've been ready for the Asian centric cinema for a long time. Not even Asian
Mm.
centric cinema, because you also got to remember there's a bunch of people who also like Bollywood films. There's a bunch of people
Yep.
It-
like I think the thing is with industry
Bollywood
and with entertainment.
Bollywood,
I think
yeah,
what's
is in
happened is
Asia.
that,
is
and
Guys,
maybe
Asian.
this is a symptom
it's
of
Asian.
American. Wait, can you guys hear me still?
We can hear
Yeah, we
you.
can
We
hear
are just
you.
correcting the fact
I'm
that
just correcting
Bollywood
you.
is part of Asia.
Yo, no, okay. Hello.
Hello? Papa, can you hear me?
And it's just you're using your phone, nah?
Am I there?
Yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah.
there, bro.
Yes, I am using my phone. I don't know what's going on.
The time delay is epic. Watch when we edit this. the time delay doesn't exist at all. It's all running in real time.
My best friend just says someone deleted the internet. You know what?
Can't tell, I'll delete.
They must just empty recycle bin at this point because Buck is struggling.
Hey,
Just try to restart your phone or something.
clear cache files. I wanted to check something while you're busy. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm just checking something on my phone.
No problem. But going back to what you're saying, I mean, we have seen this year alone, and I've mentioned this a few times in the group. I think the movie is called Neja or Jane 2,
Yeah.
Neja 2.
Yeah.
That movie made over 1 billion, I think a billion, close to 2 billion,
Yeah.
the box office global.
Mm.
And that movie is competing with Avatar at this point, and Avatar is number one. It's competing with Endgame. It's competing with like Marvel movies that took 10 years to get to that number. A
Yeah.
movie that took 10 years to make, like Avatar, to even be in theaters. And this is new IP that people don't even know about, yet is making those big numbers. That in itself should tell you a lot about the state of Hollywood.
Mm.
The amount of garbage that has been releasing right now has set the bar so low that even other people in other countries are matching their box office receipts.
But I just wanted to come from a local perspective, like from us here as the South African audience. I think we are ready to transition into the rest of the world. We've always been there, I think, because fun fact, before Jackie Chan made Rush Hour, his
It
films
was
were like
big.
he was big here, and his first Hollywood foray was Rush Hour. Everything before that was Hong Kong.
No, it was not his first. Actually, that was his last effort.
Oh, okay.
Because he was here, he tried to do a couple of Hollywood things, but he was just not winning. So he decided, let me go back home. He did Police Story.
Yeah.
Then someone said, look, just do this one last time. Try it one last time. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work.
So, but which
Then,
other Hollywood films that he released?
I mean, he did something in the 80s. I forgot what it's called. He didn't even have a speaking role in it. It was kind of like Red Race or Wacky Races.
Yeah, now let's
Then, I mean, Rumble in the Bronx, I think, came out before Rush Hour. It was done in America.
Now let's compare to the other movies that he's made that we as South Africans loved and we saw
Yes.
at the big screen. I mean, there's
Yes.
literally a movie where he was in Sun City.
Isn't that Who Am I?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we've been watching these other IPs and they've been making money off us and we've been showing our support in droves because when we had a Jackie Chan movie has dropped, Dad, can we go watch this movie at the cinema?
Yeah.
And your dad, who grew up watching Jet Li and Jackie Chan, was never gonna say no. Was like, we're gonna make a plan. Temporary loan.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to highlight that our audience has been there. I think we just got sucked up into the hype of 3D, of these new trendy like movies where you do not get new IMAX experiences. And because of these things, the price went higher and higher and higher. And now there's an earning gap. We can't fill in the cinemas anymore. But now the products that they're making aren't matching the desires of people that they want. And now these people made it so expensive to buy the tickets, aka the Western Hollywood big bucks, are now shortening the life cycle of these movies. So now we've got expensive tickets that are not selling, and the movies that they are selling that are supposed to fill the cinemas are not going to be in circulation for that long. Guys, change your view. That's all I'm asking for. Yeah, just
and they're
change
also
the camera.
overpaying their actors as well. And I think
Yeah.
that's damaging, the pay rates in Hollywood.
Because once again, it's brand focused, not necessarily content focused. One of the biggest selling points. One of the biggest things that made people love Lord of the Rings. How many people? How many A-list actors did you find in the Lord of the Rings before it came out? I'm not talking pre Lord of the Rings. Did you know about Orlando Bloom?
No.
I think the only one you knew
I mean,
was
that was the whole point. That was the
Ian
point.
McKellen.
That was the point
Yeah,
of Peter Jackson. He said that he didn't want to deal with egos and all of that. That's
yeah.
why
I
he
mean,
was getting a lot
to
of
this day,
content.
I still wake up before I go to sleep. I go into a fit of laughter when I hear that they wanted to get someone like Sean Connery to play as Gandalf the Grey. Sean
Yeah.
Connery.
But
Every
also, I
time.
mean, to be fair, there are some people, maybe they were not as big as Sir Ian McKellen, but
Yeah.
for instance, Elijah Wood had already been acting.
They,
Sean had
they,
already been acting.
yeah, they've been longtime actors. I mean, the guy who was
Sam was in the
Gimli.
Goonies.
Gimli, what's his name of that actor? Something Ray Davis. It's at the tip of my tongue. But the guy who acted as the dwarf Gimli, that guy is a huge actor.
Exactly.
He's been in, I mean, every single show I used to watch back in SABC. He was somewhere in these shows, in these TV shows.
Exactly.
And let's not forget, half the cast of Xena Warrior Princess was in the Lord of the Rings. So
Yeah.
I'm not talking about these people knew their craft. They were thespians of note. He got a
Yes.
very good cast there. But when I'm talking about where and the show, it's maybe it's not fair because it's before the times of social media, but there weren't big A-listers making huge brand deals even for that time. You never saw Ian McKellen in a Coca-Cola ad, or you never saw Frodo pushing some brand or
There
anything.
would be in ads, but it's probably print, you
Yeah.
know. Maybe you see
So
him in obviously he
mm,
would be in like an American Swiss advert because it's ring related. I'm just giving you an example.
thank
But
you.
an American Swiss advert is not a Coca-Cola advert. There's a big difference between marketability in that sense. American Swiss
Mm,
wouldn't be as loud as Coca-Cola, for example.
So now take that type of authenticity of trying to get things to cater to the story, and now push it 20 years down the line. What do we have? We have got gigantic egos that are trying to make sure that their faces appear instead of wearing a damn helmet. I love Chris Hemsworth, but for the love of God, Thor had a helmet. And Thor has always been appearing wearing. Look at Thor right now; has got his helmet on. He only wore it what, twice?
Yeah, that's the thing that I was telling you about, that the
Yeah,
reason most of these superheroes in these movies even reveal their true identity
yeah.
is just so that we can see the actor in costume. That's it. It's
Uh,
not necessarily true to the character because most of these characters, when they're in costume, they don't reveal who they are. I get it for Thor, for example, but wear helmets, you know?
it's Thor. It's the other one that of course Iron Man was another one that they changed. For heaven's sake, Hawkeye had a mask on.
He did for the longest time, yes.
Yeah, and so did Black Widow, but we're not going to talk about that. So
Yeah.
no,
But I mean, some of these people, they don't even have secret identities. Like
mm.
Falcon is, we know it's Sam Wilson, you know?
So with all of that and with all this, it ultimately has the story. We just got a message from Buck. Yeah, the Wakanda Forever group mute one of the
Yeah.
silos, like apparently. Anyway, so where was I? Oh yeah, with the way stories are being disrespected because of giant egos who demand massive paychecks, but then their performance of the product doesn't even match what they're doing. No wonder Hollywood looks the way it looks. And then I don't know the first name of any Korean star, but I watch K-dramas. But you would never say, "Oh, I like stories." I don't know their names. I
I mean,
don't
look, they're probably big in
know.
Korea or whatever,
They're
which,
huge.
yeah.
I like when I watch the new dramas, like I know this person. She was in that story. And they're like, yeah, it's that person. Her name is
I
this. I'm
promise
like,
you, they have brand deals for days as well. Those guys, they
But do
do.
you see me? Do you see me chasing the actor or the actress's performance, or do I see me looking at the story saying this story looks interesting? Let me watch this. I think that's what's lost now. The old term art for art's sake has becoming more and more of a foreign concept to these producers and stuff. Because once again, I've said it before, they only care about making products. They're no longer telling stories.
Yeah.
Okay, I've said enough, please. What are your thoughts on that question?
No, I think we're repeating ourselves at this point with being
Uh,
saying.
Okay, so we're in agreement.
Yeah.
We sometimes disagree, guys. Don't get us wrong. Dear viewer, I know that the TikTok, we just have the same familiar spirits, but we do have differing opinions in many other things, okay? Enjoy the peace while it lasts. He's a Vegeta stan, I'm a Goku stan, so
Look, I'm a Goku stan. I just like Vegeta as well. That's all.
yes. And you already know what I have to say about Vegeta. You've seen enough of my footage to know.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Anything else you want to discuss, or should we shut it down?
I think that's just the main question I wanted to ask because none of you have seen the Demon Slayer movie already.
No.
But you just want to touch a little bit on how it's from a movie that cost only 20 million. Oh, maybe it's going back to square one because when I say that the movie cost 20 million to make this level of animation and stuff, and then you see these other movies that they have to charge 100 million for production. Is this where you're referring to that these actors are being overpaid?
Yes.
Because for the life of me, where? Because I look at this
I
like,
mean, remember when we were doing Superman, I told you guys
yeah,
that who's this guy? Why am I forgetting his name all of a sudden? The guy who plays Lex Luthor. What's his name again?
yeah, him. I forgot his name
Yeah,
too.
I don't know why I'm forgetting his name all of a sudden, but he earned 2 million for just that movie. David Cornsworth was paid 500,000.
Mm-hmm.
Rachel Brosnahan was paid 500,000 just to appear in this movie. James Gunn, I don't remember his salary, but it was so crazy that we were all surprised. Like we were like,
Mm.
what?
Okay.
So
So what
if
unholy sexual favors did James Gunn do to pay them that level?
if you have a movie that costs 100 million and you minus 4 million from it,
Mm-hmm.
from just pay, or rather 3 million from just paying these main actresses and actors, that's a lot of money. I'll
Tell
give you an
the
example.
guy.
When Robert Rodriguez did El Mariachi,
Yeah.
before he redid it as Desperado, using
Mm-hmm.
the same character, he only had 15,000. The first paranormal activity movie, the budget was like 15,000 and it made millions at the box office. So,
Okay, I'm buffering. Give me a minute. Wait, what?
yeah, before the MCU messed up this whole thing with making their movies make billions at the box office, movies used to just make like 200 million at the box office, and that was amazing. But now 200 million can be the budget of a movie.
I still remember the times where, like the disaster movie where these actors were making a parody
Yeah,
of
Can
the
you hear
other
me?
disasters. We can
this
hear
Am
you.
I audible?
Yeah.
What the hell?
We,
yeah,
we are we are about to wrap things up, by the way. So
Yo, did Catherine Kennedy hear that I finished my fan? And what's happening?
Wakanda forever. Wakanda
My
forever.
internet is terrible. I don't know what's going on today. Yo,
All right. Uh, uh, where was I? No, I was talking about the disaster movie and how it was a cheaply made movie, but it had such a comedic effect that people are still quoting it to this day. And
Sorry, what's this?
The disaster movie. Have you watched
Wait,
it?
the one with the parodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one with Kim Kardashian, was that specific one you're talking about.
Yeah. I'm screwing McDamon. You're screwing McDamon? Well, I'm screwing Hannah Montana. She's screwing Hannah Montana. That's right. Okay, sorry. Before going to the disaster song.
Okay, well, anyway, what was the last point that was being made? I guess
I was just
make.
I was just highlighting how Demon Slayer's budget apparently is 20 million and it generated 600 million. And it made me ponder, I was like, is this where Mr. Extrodin was referring to that some of these actors are being overpaid?
I mean, I've always held to that they're being overpaid. I get that they're the thing that buys people into the movie, but at the same time, I'm just like, that is a lot of money for make believe, in my opinion. Like what they were paying Robert Downey Jr. was just ridiculous. At some
Yeah.
And
point, I was like, wow.
It
they're
really was.
forcing him for the return of investment. You're coming back. The MCU is dying and you're still contractual obligation. Come back. But you saw Iron Man that you're doomed now. Come.
And I'm saying that the problem with Hollywood is Hollywood keeps trying the same old tricks and they refuse to try anything new. And they'll try something new once every 10 years. Like the last time Hollywood did something super duper fresh in terms of just creativity in general, I think it was Get Out.
Was it? Who came out first, Get Out or Inception?
I think Inception came first.
Yeah,
And then Get
Inception
Out.
came first because Inception was like 2012, 2011, somewhere there.
And then Get Out is when?
Get Out is probably like
2015?
2014, 15, somewhere there.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, it works in a cycle, I guess.
But to give you guys an example of what I was
Mhm.
saying before BuckMeister joined, Jurassic World Dominion, the budget was 465 million. That's the
For a
budget.
bunch of dinosaurs nobody cares about.
Star Wars: A Force Awakens, 447 million. Fast X.
Force Awakens was 447 million.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Age of Ultron, 365 million. Endgame, 356. Infinity War,
No wonder
325.
the last Skywalker or whatever they called it, the Skywalker saga. No wonder they can't make another movie after that. Those budgets are that overblown. Making $1 billion is not even a profit. It's barely breaking even.
Yeah, but also, as I was telling Tebello, that a huge chunk of those millions anyway is going to all these actors that you're bringing in. Because you guys their rates have just gone up for no reason.
No, their rates go up because they are part of a franchise, and I mean I get it, but I'm saying at the same time, like, why are these budgets like so overblown?
No,
And
bro.
like you get into the
I
movie
get
and you're
what
just
you
like,
mean.
dog, I've seen people do this for 200 and 180 million. Why is this 454?
I get what you mean as well, Buck, but fam.
Okay, can you maybe let's put in a bit more context. What was the budget for something like Moana, the first Moana?
I'll have to check. I don't know.
Okay, let me type it down. Give us some, because I'm comparing it to something like Demon Slayer. Comparing like Avengers to Demon Slayer is not really fair because it's a voice acting versus acting. I'm trying to be, what you call it?
150
Impartial.
to 175 million. So
That,
we're still right about this. It doesn't
yo,
because The Rock, you have to pay The Rock, Tebello.
oh yeah.
And I guess like the thing is in Japan, I don't know if it's to the detriment of Japan, But I think the way that they no. Japan has lots of reverence for their voice actors.
Lots.
So I don't know.
Yeah, but here's the
I don't
thing,
even know if it's
here's
that.
the
Maybe
thing
it's
that
just
a
the
lot
way
of
the
voice actors are
cultures
complaining
work. And I mean,
about,
look,
even
Japan also has problematic parts of their culture, just like any other culture in the world or whatever. But I just think that Hollywood in general, I think the reason why it's cannibalizing itself in a sense is just because the way that they communicate, it's always like that's what we were saying. Like, for example, right, the superhero craze. When the superhero craze went crazy, everybody was making superhero movies because that was the in thing, right?
Yeah.
Now superheroes are dying and people are turning to, it looks like they're turning to, well, I don't know, this is spooky season, so I don't even know if they're turning to horror, but I'm saying what they're going to do is somebody's going to come in, make a big thing, and then everybody's going to be like, all right, we have to do that. And it's like, you're doing the thing that, like, basically it's like akin to
bro.
YouTube. It's akin to YouTube where everybody's like, oh, I got to do reaction videos now because reaction videos are the in thing. And it's like,
Yeah. Yep. Yes, yes, in
yeah, as
France.
much as it may be, but if you're not really invested in doing that, then I don't think it's gonna hit for you like that. And
But
worst case scenario, even if
I
it
just want to
does, you're
make
not
this
going to be
point.
able to sustain it.
I just want
You
to
were
make this
saying,
point quickly.
yeah, go on.
There's a big problem in Hollywood, and I think that's why something like Demon Slayer might be cheaper than Moana.
Yeah.
Remember back in the days when you would watch Space Jam, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, whatever movie that you would watch back in the day,
Yeah.
um, unless it's like a Disney movie where you actually have like a Robin Williams, most of the people that were there were actually voice actors, right?
Yeah.
Like not all of them, of course, but most of them were actually voice actors, not actors doing voices in movies.
Mm-hmm.
So in Japan, you have seiyu, right? You have voice actors. Like these guys are people who, whether it's a TV series or a movie, that's what they do for a living.
Yeah.
So their rates won't be as high as someone like The Rock, who's in wrestling, who's doing movies, who has thousands of brand deals, who has, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So the issue started, even voice actors, even in the West, they started saying the reason you guys are getting like trash voice acting in like something like a what if instead of is that you guys are getting actors who are more comfortable being actors than voice actors. But because they have their big names and they are possible crowd pullers, you have something like a Moana that costs 100 and something million.
This is crazy.
Over Demon Slayer, that's like 20 something million.
So I think to conclude because that's the reason I was asking for the comparison between an animated movie and another animated movie, is that the production cost and the rate of returns is enormous for one as opposed to the other. And I think the other thing we also underestimate is that I think Demon Slayer and well, Ufotable and so they're very respectful to
Oh,
the
King
source material.
Sean, what up, bro?
Hey,
King
Oh,
Sean.
Sean.
Yeah,
Well,
Sean
up
just
at this
joined.
time of the night. Wow.
Dream Team.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
actually, my best friend was like, was nice thinking while coding. Java went great with this session. Please have more of these. So I'm realizing we're like
Cool.
radio. This is like a radio. It's like radio. You don't have
Yes.
to see us. You can just hear us and then continue with your
Yeah.
work.
Okay. Maybe that's actually a great idea. Um, I just wanted to cycle back, I think. What was I saying?
Sorry,
Oh,
sorry. Yeah.
that the animation studios in these big companies are very respectful to the source material. And in essence, the source material is a pulling factor to the movie. You want to go watch Demon Slayer because you
Because I
like
think that's the other thing Hollywood doesn't understand.
yeah,
Like,
it's
I think what they fail to understand is like if something is big, ne, like for one, when you have a dedicated fan base, they will
yeah,
annoy the hell out of everybody with this
yes,
thing to
yes,
get them to want to watch it. Like especially if you're protecting the source material and if you're like hyping up the source material, they will be like, come on, let me show you why this thing is fire. They will sit there and anime is an art, like anime is proof of this. How many One Piece Jehovah Witnesses are there?
That's a lot, bro. A lot.
And will they ever stop?
Hi.
Will they ever stop?
Would you please spare a minute for us to talk about our Lord and Savior, Captain Luffy?
I think I don't think it would stop Buck, and I think that's why Oda keeps pushing the decades now. Because there was a point where he said, I'm almost done finishing this thing. Then he woke up one day and he says, I still have 10 years, more 10 years of story. Like, nigga, didn't you say that 10 years ago? Why are you shifting the goalposts? You know what I mean? So
yeah, he better look. And as a person that's catching up with One Piece now and the manga and everything, Oda, you are running out of steam, Chief. Like this thing, I think it needs to finish now. So I'm hoping, because that's the other thing. There's nothing worse than a story that has all of this hype and then and One Piece is too late in the game to drop the ball now. Oda, please.
Also, what's so important about this One Piece that niggas have to be on like 5 gears to achieve it?
It's not just, it better be worth it for one, because he wants to be Pirate King. But that being said, it started off about wanting to be Pirate King. It became one of the most political commentaries I've ever seen in my entire world. When I looked at this last arc, I was like, this guy, get copy and paste, get carry.
This is Looney Tunes.
When I watched this Egghead Island most recent episode, like I finally understood why the kids in Nepal and Indonesia took up flags that look like this, because what Luffy represents at this point in time is like, F the establishment. that's
rebellion, revolution.
I finally get it. Like, okay, I get it.
But yeah, what I'm trying to say is that getting back to my point, what I'm trying to say is that even if we go back in the day with Batman, right?
Yeah.
Batman fans, whether they it was a different time. So I the reason why source material wasn't so important was because like Hollywood was just like, we're looking for something that's cool to do or whatever. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, Batman fans, in their rage and in their fervor, made people even want to go see Batman 89 even more. Yeah. Like they were just like, this is great marketing because we want to either see this thing crash or burn, or we want to see this thing do well, because of how much passion fans have for this thing. So what Hollywood
that's how Muhammad Ali used to make his money, right?
Yeah.
Like he used to talk so much smack and saying he would beat someone, and people
in the fifth round.
They would either go to want to see him lose, or they would go and actually want to see if really Vele is gonna beat the person he said he was gonna beat up when he was talking.
I just wanted to add a bit of context to what Buck is saying and what I was communicating about being responsible to the source material. Hollywood doesn't have the luxury of manga. They have lots of source materials, and to BuckMeister's credit, they are not advertising via the source material. They're advertising actor A is acting as this role for this position, for this thing. That's what they thought the marketing system works. And that's where they're failing, because if you look at, bring it back to Demon Slayer or One Piece or heck, Bleach, when you hear the fan base is so large that when you see, there's a Demon Slayer movie, we're gonna watch it, right? They're gonna watch it, okay? And suddenly there's a whole crowd that goes to watch this thing, and it suddenly makes 600 million. 600 million is a lot of money, especially for a production cost of 20 million, as opposed for you having to pay actor A, B, C, D, E, F, and then you put the storyline aside because you're thinking just because this actor's in this role, people are gonna come. I think that's the dissonance that's creating the disease that they're suffering from. Maybe I did not understand what you're communicating, BuckMeister, but that's what I'm getting from what you're saying. Am I right? In
a sense, but what I'm trying to say is that what I'm trying to say also essentially is that Hollywood is chasing the casual.
Yeah.
They've always been chasing the casual. And I think that's where a lot of this stuff is getting lost, because a lot of the things that they're adapting, because they do have source material for some of the things that they adapt. But what happens is that they chase the casual, and then these things lose their
Am I
identity,
lost?
and then the
Can you
fandom
hear
doesn't
me?
even matter.
God.
Huh? Extrodin, am I there? Can you hear me,
You are
Extrodin?
there. I don't know what Tebello was
Can you
doing.
hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Why can't I hear anyone now? Oh, they found us, guys.
Oh God. Shut down the pod. Anyway,
All right, let's wrap things up before they nuke another tower.
okay, yeah. Anyway, long story short, what I'm saying is that manga and anime, in a sense, right? Even when the mangaka have problems in the background, like for example, One Piece has a distinct identity. Naruto,
Yes.
distinct identity. Bleach, distinct identity. Demon Slayer, distinct identity. Jujutsu Kaisen, even if we have issues with it, distinct identity. And they don't want to compromise those things to try and chase a casual audience. And what
Yeah.
Hollywood always do is will take some material, source material, or will even take a concept and water it down to try and chase an audience that's not there. And I
Yeah.
think that's the thing that chops them all the time. That's why
Well,
manga and anime, like I'm saying this, it's not because there's a lack of creative minds. It's just because the way the Hollywood machine works, they need a specific thing in a specific manner. And it's like, this doesn't work anymore. This type of communication doesn't fly anymore. Like, it's taking time for them to get weird and experimental. It's taking time for them to actually go source out new ideas. How many times do we see the same directors with the same movies? And also with the newer directors and newer movies or whatever, they're not getting pushed or anything, or they don't have a space or anything, or they're going into the machine and it's like, dog, you don't thrive there. Maybe this should be an online thing. Maybe you should try and get an online community on your own. Because like the thing is, Hollywood, it's set in its ways, and anime and manga are not. Shonen Jump, as much as they can be set in their ways, they will take whatever. Like, you can freestyle and make dandadan. Can't freestyle in a Hollywood studio.
all right. I think
Anyway,
so.
yeah, that's my last thing.
Anything you want to add, Mr. Extrodin?
No, I think guys, we've been talking for a while. I think
Yeah,
I've said everything I could say.
finally, I think let's hope this will reduce our ADHD demons for next week. Maybe
Yeah. Don't
we'll be
say it. Why
focused.
do you say it? This is jinxing.
I'm not superstitious. The only superstitions I have is the Protoss. I don't care about these other things. I will say
We
it.
have a consistent track record of we're not going to, like, this is the ADHD demons, we're taking them out, and then we start and
Yeah, because I think it's not all of us are here. So some other members need to come and have the rehab. So we'll let the other members when they join vent, and then we'll start. You'll see, we'll be focused.
okay.
Guys, we did it once, we'll do it again. Never mind the fact that the time we did it was with the Evil Cult movie, because that whole movie was ADHD. We can do it. We can do it, guys. All right, let's wrap these things up. Thank you for lasting up until this point. If you're here, thank you for being with us anyway. Yeah, very strong. We do hope that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow these guys on their various social medias, the TikToks, the Instagrams, the YouTubes, the what else? Heck, even the WhatsApps. Follow them or follow them wherever you find them. Okay, yeah, just even when they're walking down the street, follow them. They're going places.
Not to our house.
No, oh, don't follow us if we're walking down the street. Don't. That's creepy AF. Don't do that. Don't.
You go to jail.
Just tell them it's from Tebello. Tebello said I must do this. I'm sorry, guys.
No.
Just following.
Don't let the fellow get you arrested. Libakaring the police or service is not great, but we'll still try.
don't get a protection order because of the one.
Okay. Anyway, next week we're going to go into Code Geass. Finally finishing this because I'm a completionist. I want to finish the stories that I started.
Lelouch v Britannia.
Romanzu. Yes. What else? Oh yeah, stand by. You're also going to be introduced to great people. I like these discussion points. Maybe we should do this more often. Maybe if you like this, maybe we should do something more fillers like this, because I really want to have another discussion point, especially about social media. and the South African perspective. And maybe because it's also Pride Month, in South African Pride Month, I want to maybe have an LGBT session. Maybe let's do that next week. Yeah, and then we'll talk about the LGBT stuff and then get it out of the way. Yeah, we'll have another feel about the LGBT. And then when you're focused, we can go into court. Yes, there you go. Yeah, I've decided.
But Mona, you're gonna have to lead that discussion. Maybe you have to get somebody else in here also to help balance. Gunner King, what's their name? What's their name from TikTok? You follow them, Extrodin. They were talking about Mission Impossible.
Amber.
Yeah. Oh, Amber Reviews.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, hit me up. Who knows? Anyway, with that being said, thank you so much. We'll see you guys next week. We love you guys. Peace out.
Cheers.
Peace.